Hello and welcome. We are thrilled to have you here. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the latest and most relevant news from around the world. Whether you're looking for breaking stories, in-depth analysis, or community updates, you've come to the right place. Join us as we explore important issues, highlight inspiring stories, and keep you informed on what matters most. We value your engagement, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts and feedback with us. Thank you for tuning in, and let's dive into today's news. Safaricom board chair defends employment of President Ruto's son at law firm representing Adani. In a recent development, the chair of the Safaricom board, Adil Khawaja, has come forward to defend the employment of Nick Ruto, son of President William Ruto, at the law firm Dentons, Hamilton Harrison Matthews Dentons HHM. This law firm is currently representing Adani Airports Holdings in its bid to take over operations at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport JKI. Khawaja, who is also the managing partner at the law firm and a close associate of the president, emphasized the firm's qualifications for handling the case, particularly its experience with public-private partnership (PPP) initiatives. Context of the appointment. The decision to hire Nick Ruto has sparked discussions across various sectors, especially given his familial ties to the president. Many observers are curious about the implications of this employment within the broader context of governance, ethics, and corporate relationships. The involvement of a president's son in a high-stakes legal case raises questions about potential conflicts of interest, but Khawaja sought to address these concerns head-on. Khawaja's defense. In his defense, Khawaja highlighted the expertise and reputation of Dentons HHM, stating that the firm has a solid track record in managing complex legal matters, particularly those related to PPP projects. He noted that the firm's experience with such initiatives makes it well suited to represent Adani Airports Holdings in this significant transaction. Khawaja explained that the decision to hire Nick Ruto was based on his qualifications and potential contributions to the firm, rather than his familial connections. He underscored the importance of merit-based hiring practices in professional environments, asserting that Nick's skills and capabilities should be the focal point of the conversation. The role of Adani Airports Holdings. Adani Airports Holdings is a subsidiary of the Adani Group, a conglomerate involved in various sectors including energy, resources, and infrastructure. The company's bid to take over JKI is part of its broader strategy to expand its portfolio in the aviation sector. The acquisition of one of Africa's busiest airports is a significant move that could have far-reaching implications for both the local economy and regional air travel. The partnership with Dentons HHM represents a crucial aspect of this endeavor. Given the complexities of airport management and the regulatory landscape in Kenya, having a reputable law firm with a history of successful PPP projects can be a decisive factor in navigating the legal intricacies of such a takeover. Public reaction and concerns. Despite Khawaja's defense, public reaction has been mixed. Some observers express concern about the ethical implications of Nick Ruto's employment, questioning whether his connection to the president might influence the legal proceedings or the negotiations involved in the airport takeover. Critics argue that this situation could be seen as nepotism, undermining public trust in both the government and the private sector. Supporters of the employment contend that Nick Ruto should not be judged solely on his lineage but rather on his qualifications and capabilities as a young professional. They argue that it is essential to give him the opportunity to prove himself in his chosen career path, just as any other individual would be afforded. The importance of transparency. This situation underscores the critical need for transparency and accountability in both the public and private sectors. With rising scrutiny over the intertwining of politics and business, it is essential for firms and individuals in leadership positions to demonstrate integrity and ethical conduct. Kawaja's open defense of Nick Ruto serves as a reminder that the relationship between business and government must be managed carefully to maintain public confidence. Moreover, the case highlights the broader discourse around meritocracy in professional environments. As the younger generation of leaders emerges, there is a growing emphasis on ensuring that positions are filled based on qualifications and experience rather than personal connections. This principle is vital for fostering a healthy business ecosystem and enhancing the legitimacy of institutions. Future implications. As the legal proceedings regarding the JKIA takeover progress, the employment of Nick Ruto at Denton's HHM will likely remain a focal point of discussion. The outcomes of this case could set a precedent for how similar situations are handled in the future, particularly concerning the employment of family members of influential political figures. Kawaja's defense might help to assuage some public concerns, but ongoing scrutiny will likely persist. It is crucial for both the law firm and the Ruto family to be mindful of perceptions and to ensure that all actions taken are in alignment with ethical standards. Conclusion. The employment of Nick Ruto at Denton's HHM, alongside the law firm's representation of Adani Airports Holdings in its JKIA takeover bid, raises important questions about ethics, nepotism, and the relationship between politics and business in Kenya. Adil Kawaja's defense emphasizes the firm's qualifications and commitment to meritocracy, yet public scrutiny remains high. As the situation unfolds, it will be essential for all parties involved to maintain transparency and integrity. This case not only affects the parties directly involved but also sets a broader tone for governance, professional ethics, and the future of public-private partnerships in the country. How these dynamics are navigated will have implications for both the legal profession and public trust in governance in Kenya.